It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Down. It's Gibson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
It's a pickup.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 24, Haskins. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
His pass.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 39-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Third down, Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
First down, Panthers.
Jackson on first down. Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty simple.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, That threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Carry for Carolina.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on that.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
They go play action with Jackson. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Ian Thomas.
How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Washington 0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
At the 19-yard line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. They'll try the left side. Gibson. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Antonio Gibson, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
They go play action with Haskins. They'll roll him out right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 23. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
The ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, Haskins to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score Panthers 7, Washington 0.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Haskins. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. Now Jackson on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Panthers.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll try and run for it with Davis. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The tackle made.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Mike Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they They get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the fair call.
Tackle made by K1 Short.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On play action, Haskins sliding out of the pocket. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Following the turnover, it's Haskins. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. Third time. Dante Jackson picks it, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He's going to look deep for more. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson, incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Chase Young gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Gibson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That good for 22 and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and now it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jackson on the screen. This is Cannon.
Jackson.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th.
And Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll run with McKissick. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 10-yard line.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
J.D. McKissick in the final seconds of the first half.
And Washington able to make this a close game again.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Davis, he'll try to run for it. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? To throw is Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is brought in at the 21. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd down, Haskins. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
57, Mike 57. I got it.
From midfield now, Haskins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Third down, here's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. To throw again, Jackson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action with Haskins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And a Panther 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Davis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They keep it with Davis on 1st down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. His throw incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. 30, the 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
First down, Carolina.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Jackson now. That'll be taken in by Anderson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jackson on first down. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Kick is good.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Washington 21.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Now Jackson on first down. That's Samuel caught left side. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
To Curtis Samuel.
Curtis Samuel with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Washington, 21.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10
at their own 26.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Haskins. Flush to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun. Haskins. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Number 81.
You got the big lead defensively. They're willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd down, Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Panthers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A gain of 3.
Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there That's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Jackson's Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but it'll be second down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game. And finally, for
rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 32-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
He was covered by...
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
56 is the mark. 56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
Throwing again. Haskins. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
3rd down.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. From the gun, Haskins. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Brian Burns. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Right there, 56. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. Open man here, Sims complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. His longest run of the game right there, and a pretty good time for it. A huge third down conversion late.
Love the mindset. Love the way he flipped the switch late in the game, needed a big run, and helped produce it with great leverage from the offensive line. But you also know what happens, too. The defense stacks the line. So if you can break through that first barrier, there's usually plenty of room to run.
A gain of 2.
Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down.
Today's final.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Panthers, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Washington, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, can I kick it?